Hello, my name is Miguel, and today I'm gonna make for you cow's tripe browns with broad beans or butter beans. So we're gonna need half pound of broad beans or quarter pound or 1 cup or quarter cup. It all depends on you. One stack of scallion, 2 medium-sized onion or 1 large onion, 12 garlic cloves, 12 garlic cloves or a head, pepper, half of a green pepper, half of a red pepper, 6 pieces of whole clove, that's this here, so whole clove, piece of ginger, cut to half of 1 finger, 2 tablespoons of salt, sea salt preferably, a tablespoon of dried parsley and a tablespoon of dried basil, half a tablespoon of marjoram and half a teaspoon of pimento berries. Quarter teaspoon of browning to half teaspoon of browning. I'm going to measure it and let you know. In springtime, a tablespoon and a half of white vinegar, a quarter cup of coconut oil preferably, half of a chocha, and a small turnip, and four and a half cups of water. And we're going to use a pressure cooker to cook. And 1 pound of cow's tripe. This is what the cow's tripe looks like. Beef tripe, local. This supermarket that I buy meat from lately, I noticed they eat nice meat. I don't know what they do to the meat, but the meat tastes really real. I just think it's fresh. Alright, first thing first, I'm gonna rinse just take out unpleasant things. First thing first, rinse the beans. A little white vinegar. Just rinse it. Till it's white and pretty. You want it to be clean. Alright, that's good enough. Now, soak this for 30 minutes to 1 hour. Just put it in enough water and soak it. Put aside for later. We soak to release the gas from the peas, one, and to aid in tenderizing. Right. Now we're gonna prepare the seasoning, and we're gonna add the seasoning 2 times. So we're gonna call this add 1 and add 2. Without hesitation, scallion, I'm gonna rinse those off. Alright, onions, just make sure you peel off just the layer, just the skin, or the leaf, maybe it's a leaf. rinse these and I rinse that. I rinse the scallion and I rinse it before I put it over there. Oh, the other onion. Turnip. Just peel it. Onion strong, man. It's burning my eyes and my nose. I feel like it's burning out of my head, my brain. Whoa. Just peel this off as thin as possible. Turnip give meat flavor. Nice. Make a nice flavoring for meat. Just cut it off. Dice it. Half over here. Most of it in add 2 and some in add 1. Scotch bonnet pepper. Half over here. And half of the green one. Over there. This one store, you guys. This is how I store it. Take off the stem though. This is vinegar. You just put them in the vinegar like this, as fresh, just like this. This is pickled pepper. That's what they call it, pickled pepper. This way it preserve. And you just pour vinegar over it. But put them in first though, and then you just cover it. I use a plastic on this to keep it sealed. In the second hand, thyme, piece of ginger. You see, you can leave the skin on, you know. Just make sure it's clean. Just wash it properly and leave the skin on and cut off this part. Because why? I tell you why. You see the skin? It has, you see, dirt, you know, have nutriment in it that our body need. But you can't heat dirt. So these kind of stuff is the way you can get that kind of minerals. Yeah, minerals. Just clean it and leave it in. I mean, who's to tell? I want 2 pieces over here. A small tomato. I'm gonna rinse this off. And add 2. I'm going to use all this Georgia. No, I'm going to use half. So you just peel it. Salt, 1, 2, we're gonna dice these. That's the scallion. This is how we cut normally when we're cooking in the kitchen. We're not using a cutting board like this now. Although this is very effective. Cutting board is very effective. Alright. Garlic now. Alright, I'm gonna do this the fast way. The way you can just peel them off. Easier. This is the real way. This is the real way to take out garlic. It's the real way to remove garlic. Smashed it. When cooking stuff like these, you have to use plenty of garlic. Tripe. So put half over here. Half in one. Alright, because I'm brown stewing, I'm gonna take some of my jerk sauce. This is jerk sauce. And just put, this is like a tablespoon. So put 1 teaspoon over here and 1 teaspoon over here. This is gonna spruce the taste up. Never you quarrel about preparation. The preparation is the most important part in cooking any meal. So you should take your time and prepare the food properly. So if this entire video, if half of it is the preparation, so be it. Alright, the berries now. The pimento berries. This is a teaspoon. A tablespoon. You can use up to a tablespoon because you want the flavor. You see, when the white man came over this side of the world, Christopher Columbus, one of the first things they admire was this berry, this spice. They call it allspice. Alright, herbs time. So rosemary. If it's big like this, just grind it fine. Just grind fine. Alright, so let's just grind, put half over here. Half in, add 1, half in, add 2. This is whole cloves. About 3 over here and 3 over here. Dried basil, a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons. 1 over here and 1 over here. This is the safest herb to use ever. Basil, dried basil, as well as dried parsley. You might not like how the parsley tastes when it's fresh, but when it's dried, it's good for seasoning. And marjoram. See, one of the reasons I like using herbs, because they have a lot of antiseptic and a lot of good things that's good for you. So it's good to cook with them. So alright, so now just cover these and put them aside for later. Now we're gonna prep this. So this is cold stripe. Alright, so pour some water, white vinegar, about a tablespoon or two. Just rinse this out. Take this out. So we're going to do all of the arteries. This is an artery, artery. This is cavity. So when you eat too much fat, the cavity stay on the side of your arteries, and it can create a lot of problems. Pieces of these break off and then go through your bloodstream and either lodge in your heart, lodge in your lungs, lodge in your brain, all sorts of different things, man. There's 1,000 ways we can die. Alright, so I don't know what this is. It's probably a stomach wall. Alright, so you want to go through and flip these over. And flip these over and cut this off. So I'm going to just go ahead and do that. This is how you don't want your arteries to get. Look. That means the blood flow is erode that much. Disperse the cow, yeah. Well, cows walk slow still, so. You see, the fat is not good, but this part is good. This would make your arteries strong if you eat cow stripe. Alright, so once you get off, it should look clean like this. The arteries and these now, just peel off the fat. Any fat, every fat, just peel them off. Or just cut them off. Whatever. Got a little cut. So you want to clean off all of this muck. Anything that doesn't look like meat or flesh. If it's fat, peel it off. If it's muck, take it off. Alright. Gotta make sure it's clean. Two things that disgust me the most when I cook is this tripe, cow stripe, and liver and kidney too, because of the blood. Alright, look, sometimes you should be able to identify your meat part, like this now. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this piece in a tripe before. It's a piece of skin, I don't even know. I'm not going to use it. You see, because cow stripe are bigger than goat stripe. So if somebody give you a donkey stripe or a human stripe, you should know the difference. Because of all that fat. Plus this. So it's important that you take time and prepare and clean. Look. Ugh, disgusting. Alright, so I'm gonna give it a final rinse. Some more. They should be clean and pretty like this. Everything, no muck, no fat. I'm just gonna put it in this because I don't feel like dirtying up any plates. No, I don't want to contaminate my dishes. I'm just gonna put it in that bag and let it stay until I'm ready. So our peas. So this is what you want. It's gonna split like this. And let it keep on soaking. Alright. I was gonna cook the tripe and halfway in add this, but you know what? Sometimes I don't like the flavor of the water of the cooked beans in the meal. So what I'm gonna do is pressure cook the beans first. So remove the water. Add 4 cups of water. This thing here always fool me, you know. Whenever I cook it, you know, I always see this and think it's worm. But it's not worm. It's the root. It's the root of the bean. Alright, so put on your rubber. Once it comes to a whistle, once it starts to whistle, we're going to time it for 20 minutes. So put your stove's gauge on high, and once it comes to a whistle, we're going to turn it down on medium low. Alright, it's building up. That took about 15 minutes to build up. Alright, so once it starts to whistle, set your timer for 20 minutes. Put your stove's gauge on medium low or low. Alright, after 20 minutes, just turn it off. Just put it somewhere to cool. If you're in a hurry, you can run this part over tap water, but don't ever lift this up to release the hair, because the flavor will escape. So you just gotta wait until it's cool, or immerse it in water and run it over tap water until it releases hair. Alright, just put this aside for later. Yep, this. 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 These little things. This. That. That. We have this. 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 These are the type of things that are in cows tripe. It's probably in YouTube. Right. So it's pretty and clean. I love it in curry. Put to eat a pressure cooker pot. Put your stove gauge on 8 for now. Allow it to dry. Take a minute. Allow it to dry. Add oil. Half a quarter cup. Add season one. Then just cover it a little without the rubber. Just let it stay for a minute. Alright, after that, we're going to start, because look, with tripe, you see, you don't want to have plenty browning, because it's not beef. Browning will take away from the flavor of the tripe, so you just want to add a little bit. So this is quarter teaspoon. Add water. Add 3 cups of water. I'm just going to add quarter teaspoon more. So now it's going to be half a teaspoon of browning. And 3 cups of water. Make sure the rubber is on properly. Once it starts to whistle, we're going to time it for 1 hour and 30 minutes. As for the beans, I did this in 18 minutes, so do them for 18 minutes. Spill them. Okay, starting. So put your stove gauge on low and put your timer for 1 hour and 30 minutes. The time is going down. I want you to remember and keep it this low Sometimes I turn it up just a little bit, but I turn it back down low. Like sometimes, like out of the for the whole 1 hour and 30 minutes, for maybe 20 minutes I turn it up like on low, but now it's on low, almost off low. That's where it's gauged. Sometimes I turn it to low, but right now it's like almost off. It's the time. Just turn it off, allow it to cool. It took 1 hour 30 minutes. If you're in a hurry, you run this part over water, tap water, until it releases right here. Other than that, just wait for 15 minutes or so until it cools. Until it cools. Don't ever lift this up saying you want it to cool quick. The flavor escape from this if you do that. That's my opinion. Alright, this took 15 minutes. This is what it looked like. This is how you want it to look. Smell awesome. Let's check if it's tender. See? Tender. Add season 2. Put your stove's gauge on 4 and cover this properly. Keep it on 4. Once it comes to a boil, we're gonna watch it because it's not much liquid in this, so we don't want it dry out too quick, so we're gonna keep it on low. Add the pepper. And the white vinegar, a tablespoon. This was 1 pound of cow's tripe, but if you were cooking 2 pounds, you can use like 1 teaspoon of browning. The point is, don't use plenty. Alright. This is after 2 minutes. Let's see. Everything's added. Salt, everything's added. To spruce up the taste, I added like a teaspoon of jerk seasoning, just to spruce the taste. Alright, the stove is on 4 now, but you can slow cook it. I'm gonna turn it on slow because I don't want it dry out quick before the seasoning break out, so I'm gonna put it on low. That was 2 minutes now since we start stewing. Keep it on low, almost off, because it's best if you have it on low because you don't want the gravy to dry out quick. If it's too high, it's gonna boil out and dry out quick. So it's best you keep it on low. And then everything cooked now, then you can boil it out and thicken the gravy. I added a small tomato in the second other seasoning. Alright, it's 10 minutes now. It's drying out. That's 10 minutes stewing on low flame. That's 20 minutes stewing. It's on low all this time, just keep it covered. Like, so that's 20 minutes on low. Alright, that's 30 minutes stewing on very low. So turn the stove up now, like on 4 or 6. And add ketchup. This thing here measures quarter cup, so half of this. And stir it gently. You don't want to break up the beans. Just cover it, leave it on 4, and just let it thicken for a little while. Flame 4 is medium for me, or medium. I was wondering if too much salt in it, if it has enough salt, because I only use 1 tablespoon, so I'm gonna taste it. Sea salt preferably. So it's 1 tablespoon of sea salt. You know what I'm gonna do? Alright, it's been stewing for 30 minutes and I just turned it up 2 minutes now. I just turned it off. It's not finished yet, you know, but I turned it off because I want it to soak. Just let it soak for like 30 minutes. Just let it soak for like 30 minutes or 1 hour or even longer. Or I'm gonna take a nap or something. So that was 30 minutes and 2 minutes. So it's 32 minutes stewing. 30 minutes on low and 2 minutes on medium high. And I turned it off. The only reason why I turned it off because I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna allow it to soak. If you don't have, it's optional. You could have just cooked it out for the next 10 minutes until the gravy is thickened and then you finish. But I just want it soaked for a little while. It's been cooling so much that I can't hold it with my hands. Alright, it's been cooling for about 1 hour. So just turn the flame on, turn your stove's gauge on medium high. We're just going to thicken it and get ready to serve. So it's 32 minutes gone, so remove the time stick. put a little bit more ketchup and just make it quarter cup because this was less than quarter cup. Alright, just cover it and allow it to simmer. And this is after 2 minutes since we turned it back on. Let's look at it. Let's taste it. Alright, I like where this is. You gotta keep on watching it. And at this stage, you see it starts to stick. So you want the gravy to be thick. Stir it gently because you don't want to break the beans. I like how it's getting thick. The stove gauge is on 6, medium high. Alright, this is good. So it's 35 minutes of stewing, and it took 1 hour and 30 minutes to pressurize. Finish. Let's cover it until you're ready to serve. We're going to serve right now. Got thicker. Smell is awesome. Cow's Tripe Browns. Alright, let's taste this thing. Thumbs up by me. It's nice. key and the secret to cooking brown stew's cow stripe is to not use plenty browning. Alright, see you.